All right, this is the Time Lord, blah, 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 all of this stuff. Minion build, showing how much damage it can do and all of that fun, stuffy, luffy and stuff like that. It's like I say, it's not a one-shot build. Well, you see his damage going down. He keeps diving in the goddamn ground and pissing me off, but boom, there he is. He's dead. Cha la 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 la. And you move on to the next one. I got crap. I got absolute crap. But everybody does it 1,000 times. Next is the bird that everyone effing hates. Blah, 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 blah. Move on. Come on, here he is. Cha la 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 la. Die. And poof. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. So there we are. There's that. Alright, Mr. Elder Dragon. You wanted to know my build, so I'm making this video for you. Here we go. Now, fair warning. I'm lazy and I'm cheap. And that's the way I am in life, and that's the way I am in the game. So if that sounds like something you want to mess around with, then let's get into it. Because I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can. Okay. I have two different tops that I use. Now, Zesh, at the end of the game, I need to have a certain amount of speed to dodge his stupid little bubbles. So this is what I normally use. Minions revive 61% faster, which gives my minions a 4-second revive time versus this, which gives me 5% move speed, 51 more spirit, and I can run around with like 17 minions just doing whatever. So there. But typically, most of the time I'm using this just because minions revive faster, things die more faster, and less likely that I can get hit. So let's get into the cheapness of the build. All right, so I got the Oz coppers really early before the price jacked up, and I farmed them myself. So, Snakebite, a few exalts, Corpse Way, a few exalts. Even well, no, that's a lie. The 12% movement speed, it cost me a divine. This probably was the most expensive. I think it cost me like 10 divines to get this, but really you don't really need it. You can do 50%. It really depends on your rings. This, once again, I think I made this myself, but you can get one for a few exalts because people don't effing use it. Two divines, maybe a divine, a divine. This did cost, I think, like three divines. I'm not sure. I got it for cheap compared to what it has. One divine, one divine. Now, if you want to do more damage, you can get +5 all minions and 50% increased maximum. But that cost too much, so I wasn't doing it. And +2 minion skills. So like I'm pretty much just showing you what I got. I farmed this myself, so it does nothing. They're really just there. So okay, now you see the items that I have. Blah blah blah. Move it out the way. Pause it whenever you feel like it. Okay, next we're going to the skills panel. I think that. Okay, the main thing is decompose. I have comorbidity, deadly poison, extraction, corpse conservation. My poisonous concoction is I can put more stuff on it. I don't care. I don't use it that often, and when I do, it kills what I needed to kill. Eye of Winter, Unleash, Withering Touch, Persistence, just to get stacks of withered, so bosses can die faster, which they still die anyway. Heightened Curse, Focus Curse. I don't. Once again, it doesn't really matter. This though, this matters a lot because right now, I think I have this thing doing like a 100,000 damage. So for the small window that my minions may be down and they're about to revive, this kills everything around me. So it keeps me safe. It keeps me from dying and getting mobbed or whatever. Because typically I'm running around the map with like 7,000 energy shield, and that's enough to survive most things. So you're fine on that. Grim Feast, this is probably the most important part of the whole build because it keeps you alive. Like, hold on. Okay, like what? What is that? 4,000 energy shield. Blah 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 blah. Run around. Blah 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 blah. There we go. 7,000 energy shield. I typically don't die unless I'm doing something stupid. And since it's me, I'm always doing something stupid. But I've only died what 100 times in this build, and that's mostly because I was learning what I was doing. So trying stuff gets me killed. But ever since I've gotten this down, I haven't really died that much. Maybe well, I can't even remember when the last time I died, but I'm sure I'm going to die again soon because I'm going to try different things. So I think I've shown you that was important. Next is the passive tree. Now, here's my passive tree. I know it looks like it might be expensive because you see little bubbles and things, but it's not. Um, Typically, what you see here is people have the super jewels and all of that, but I'm not paying for that. So, what I chose to do was maximum energy shield and damaging ailments deal damage 7% faster. So, this jewel and this jewel are the exact same thing for the most part, just more damaging ailments. Lots of my damage come from this node because I need it. I got so much in here that I'm doing, what is this? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49% damaging ailments. And if you go down here, I got this jewel. All right, this jewel, god dang it, stay there. A large ring, right, so that I could get damaging ailments 12% faster, 5% faster. So what is that? 60, 70% ailments deal damage. I don't know, right? I'm not a super build maker in this game. Right now, stuff dies, and I'm happy with that. So I'm going to show you what jewels I have. This was a divine. This was, I think, a divine, one divine. 2% movement speed, magnitude of ailments, magnitude of poison. Well, no one uses these jewels. So they're once again like one divine because they're not like a meta build and people don't run this comp at all. So since people don't run the build, it's very cheap. Like this right here, one divine. You can look it up on the trade website. No one runs it, so they're super cheap. Uh, Once again, 2% movement speed, magnitude of ailments, poison. Now, if you want to spend some money, like spend some divines, you can get the brute version. I'm not doing that, right? I'm not spending 30 freaking divines for the brutes. I'll do clerics, and they will do just the same. And if clerics became expensive, I would do the arrow archer people. Because look, it doesn't matter. Stuff dies, and for the most part, the puffy smoke is gonna kill everybody, no matter what. Okay, same thing. Same thing. Well, I don't have speed on that one, but because 14 and 15, I was like, all right, whatever. Same thing. Okay, I think I've explained everything. You can see the build. Pause wherever you need to follow what I have. What I am considering doing is maybe getting this also, taking something away to do this, and this is like 70% poison magnitude, but you don't really need it. Matter of fact, if I wanted to, I could take this away and do just as good. I probably would keep that though, but so I'm level 96 now. You take one away, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, there you go. So you take eight away from me. You can do it at, you can do what I'm doing at level 89. Take some more away. Like you don't really need that much. You can do this at level 80 probably, and get like 90% of the outcome that I have right now. Anything else? Anything not? No, like there's probably more stuff you could do. Like there are better builds than mine out there, right? Who is it? Kriparian has a build. Um, XXZZ, I saw that he made one like a week ago. Who else? There was another one, Pugent 2. My build is closer to his than all the other builds because I don't want to swap weapons, right? I don't want to swap. But that's too much thinking. I'm dumb, right? I'm dumb. So since I'm stupid, I need a gameplay that is equally as stupid as I am, where I don't have to think. And right now, this is the gameplay. And since the whole thing maybe cost me like 15 divines at the time that I made it, probably expensive now because the market's up more, but maybe 20 divines if that. And you don't need to spend 20 divines. You could probably build it for like 5 divines and just slowly upgrade from there. Because I think when I first started it, I only had like 5 divines, and I was doing T17 maps off that, and I was killing bosses then. But as I got more divines, I just slowly upgraded in my cheap fashion to get what I needed. So I'm going to put a video of me doing bossing and things like that if you care. Otherwise, that's it. I can't think of anything else to show you that matters, right? Uh, Passive skills inventory. No, no. Oh wait, no. I can. I can. Hold on. Character screen. There we go. Um, 75 maximum resistances and things like that. Dexterity. You only need 205 dexterity, 205 intelligence to do this. The rest is just fluff. Some people may say that your evasion is low, and I have 28 speed. The evasion is low because I'm running this top, but as I said, I don't really die because the minions revive so fast, and I'm able to plague bearer puff like 100,000 damage to everything around me. The damage is so consistent that I don't really ever die. But Zesh at the end, the final boss of everything right now, I need to have a higher speed. So that's what this is for. Like I do this, bam, bam. Now I have 132. That's enough to do what I need it to do. I can get up to like 140 speed if I want to, but I don't need it. So I just really stick it like between 135 and 125. Otherwise, like I said, now my evasion is 63%. I don't know what people think is good or not, but I'm happy with 7,000 energy shield and this right here. Like I said, I don't really die. Okay, and yeah, that's it. I'm gonna show you some bossing stuff. Maybe I'll put some music on it, and you can see how long it actually takes for me to kill things or what I'm doing. Anyway, there you go, buddy. There's my build. If you want something more, just anything better, there are other corpse weight builds out there that are far better than mine. Like I said, they just press more buttons, and I don't like that. I don't want to press buttons. When I come home, I just want to relax in front of the computer and run my little maps and do that. And I don't want to think. This is my non-think build. So yeah, take care, mate. Okay, at the end of the video, I'm supposed to show myself doing stuff, to show that the build works and all of that. So, here's Breach, right? Here's Breach. This is what you do in Breach. You run around, and I guess the most important part isn't that I'm killing things, it's the fact that I'm keeping up with the zone thing, the big purple bubble. I'm not falling behind. I'm just there, and everything is dying fast enough so that I don't have to worry about dying or worrying about keeping up with the bubble. So I guess this would be a good example, right? The truth is, I like the build, right? I like the build because it works. That's probably the easiest way I could say. I like it because it works. And what I don't die that often. Like it's rare that I die. Now I will say one weakness of the build outside of like fire stages is that being frozen, right? Being frozen. Now I haven't been frozen to the point that it killed me, but I could see where that could be a thing, right? I could be frozen and that could kill me. But even then, I could fix that if I wanted. All I would have to do is take up the nodes that increase your freeze threshold based off of your shield. So I give myself 10,000 shield, and I get those nodes, and my damage wouldn't really suffer that much. Just so far, it hasn't annoyed me to the point where I would want to go back and get it. When I first started messing around with this build, I had it then because freeze was annoying. Now, freeze doesn't really matter because things die so fast that I don't have to think about it. And there's me doing the little puff burst and more things dying. So once again, more puff burst, more things die. So like I said, I want to. Okay, we're gonna skip this part with me just picking up random things. Okay, and here I am at the boss. I guess this would be a good DPS check or showcase or whatever. The thing has 20 million HP, so you're not going to be one-shotting anything, but you can see how fast I just eat through his little health. So I don't think the build is like supremely overpowered because you will see some of the boss mechanics, sometimes all of them. But what did that take? 5, 7 seconds to eat through 20 million HP, and now he's done. And I didn't really get anything good from this, but there you go. You see what the build did. Alright, and here we are doing another stage. I forget what level this is. I think it's a T17, T16 or whatever. And I'm not really pressing buttons. I'm not switching weapons or anything like that. I'm just running through the map. Boom, there we go. Did my little fart. And bam, 100,000 damage to everything around me. And I just keep on trucking. I say it's useful. And I don't think on this one, yeah, poof, there we go, dead again. I'm not even using the 4-second top. I'm using the +5 speed top. And for the most part, like I said, I'm not being stopped. I'm not phased. I'm just zooming through the map. Now, not zooming like people with like 100 divine, 1,000 divine builds or whatever. But for a super cheap build where I don't have to press buttons really, it's not so bad. And for the most part, it's fair enough. Zoom, zoom, zoom. So yeah, there you are. The build, I like it, right? It's not overly flamboyant. It's not flashy. It's something to do when I come home. When I come home and I just want to relax and maybe do a little bit of maps or do a little bit of bossing. There you go. I can do Simulacrum. I can do... I haven't done King of the Mist yet, though. But that's purely because I can't get the freaking audience with the king. So I don't know how this build would do in there. Because I've done a whole bunch of rituals and I've never seen an audience with the king. And I'm not going to buy one because that thing's like 2,000 exalts at the moment. And I'm like, F that. I'm not paying for it. Once again, I'm cheap with my little divines. So right now I have, I don't know, 100-something divines, but I genuinely don't see the need to do it or care at all. Like, whatever, things die. That's good enough for me. But if you want a prettier build, you know, there are plenty of them out there that destroy the entire map before you even look at it. But for right now, this is good enough for me. Maybe I'll get bored and I'll try another map or another build, and I'll become the big zoomer of the game. I don't see that happening, but you know, anything's possible. Anyway, yeah, there you go. So, Uber Dragon, you want to see the build? I've shown you everything. I think if I've forgotten something, just put it in the the chat box bottom, whatever, and I'll just say it in game. Message me, and I'll tell you what I forgot. Otherwise, have fun, mate. I'll see you back in game.